Hey, what's up? Hey, y'all, wagwan. All right, so I'm excited this morning because my book, my prayer journal, is finally out and published. See that? All right, this is something that I was doing for myself. And the text is so nice and it's so sweet, and it produced so much out of me that we decided, you know what? I have to share it. So anyway, this is out, available on Amazon. The link will be in my bio somewhere there for you to find it. But anyway, if you want to go through this with me daily, get your one copy, y'all, because it's juicy. Now, the name of the prayer journal is Seasons of Grace. Why? Because I love the story them in the Bible, and I am absolutely sure that they are blueprints that helps you to go through every single season of your life. So that's why I reflect on it. All right. So the first story that I start to reflect on in this prayer journal is the story of Joseph, because I don't know, Joseph's story, every part-time story was my story, and also mirrors Wally Pauno, the story as well. The story of Joseph is so empowering that despite all the struggles and everything that was planned for him, he found favor in every one of the situation them. And I can't tell the same did see it, because sometimes we go through situations and it's so devastating and it's so dark that me don't know if your sister you have favor until sometime when you come out of it you realize it, but that did rough enough however. You know them type of way there. So that's what I love about it. But here's a message that comes. When you are purposed in this life for something great, everyone seems to know about it except you. And here is why. Your Joseph season will take you through people and the darkness, identifying that there's a purpose in your life, that you're purpose driven to be a game changer. Just to break traditional family, ancestral karma, curses, and this darkness just finds every single way to actualize struggle through sources of people you know, people you don't know, people you trust, people you don't trust, situations, scenarios, and also your own mind playing with your thoughts, having you starting to doubt yourself and doubt your faith and doubt the love of God in your life. And every one of these things that I just mentioned, it affects your life diabolically, and it pushes people to lose faith. And that is a trick of the devil, trick of the darkness, to change your trajectory, to derail you from your path to purpose. However, the reason why I love the story of Joseph, the reason why if anybody asks if I talk at the first story I talk about, the reason why it is penned in this book as the first story is that despite all of that, you know what I learned? Although the devil was planning to change the trajectory of your purpose that God has assigned for you, God had already foreseen what was going to come and used the devil, instead of the devil thinking that that entity was using you through all the struggles that you've been through. And sometimes, you see, when you find yourself in a dark place, or you feel like, say, your life stagnant, or you feel as if, boy, nobody's here for me, I am so misunderstood, nobody not understand me. When you find yourself in these places, the way I experienced it, a lot of times, you see, God has already assigned a path for you. Imagine you're going in your vehicle and you're keying a GPS. The destination remains the same. Sometimes you might take a wrong turn, but you notice the GPS does not go in a hissy fit. It does not panic. What it does, it recalibrates, because your destination is still keyed in. Sometimes God puts you in a dormant state, in a dark place, in the human cycle, because we're on linear time. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be years. But you're in that state for a few reasons. One, it could be because God is preparing you for something. He's having you in that state like a butterfly who goes into this cocoon state to change, to transform, to overcome. So you're in your master state where God have you down there prepare for something. You could also be there because God wants you to rid from your path, rid from your life certain things, certain people, certain habits, certain thought system. Because some places that you need to go it alone. And a lot of us love company. We love to have people with us. We need to have support. Even if the support isn't the most positive one, we don't trust ourselves enough. We say, no, God, me I push I wanna through, come in one of me alone I walk. We love to have bad company sometimes. And God does that sometimes because, listen, the next scene in your life is yours, but is yours only. It's not for these people that you're with, or these situations, or these habits that you have adapted, or this belief system. You're not going to remain successful in the next stage, in the next plans I have with you, with this thought system, with that belief system where you say, boy, nothing not good for me. I have to prepare you for this because these things need to fall by the wayside. That's why I'm saying, when things in your life just all of a sudden gone, it doesn't get lost. God removed it. Nothing gets lost, that's for you. When people start to go, allow them to go. When things start to change, allow the change to happen. Because nothing is an accident. And last of all, a lot of times God put you in a dark place. Because he need to confuse the devil. A lot of us like to speak too much. We love to articulate too much our plans. Or the plans that God has given us visions to see. And we chat too much sometimes. And because of that, God sometimes wants you to stay blind yourself. Although you're in this dark place, you're still moving. Don't lose faith. Because who is moving you? God will carry your treat, but you know why you have to see where you go. Because you're going to speak it. And even if it's the person closest to you, sometimes you don't know that person, the darkness, the devil has that person actualizing his purpose to break you, to change your trajectory. And God needs you in this dark place in order for the devil to feel that you are so depleted that he not pay your mind again. And also, he won't know where you're going. So you're not going to know, say, you're going to take I-95 if you go down Avenue K and wait for your desk when you turn off. If it break you. If you take your life before time. If you change your trajectory. If you put somebody in your path to distract you from where you need to go. This helps you to reflect on the path that you're on in your life. I did this for me. It helped me so much. It's helping so much others right now. Get your copy. And even if I don't get a copy of my prayer journal, just start to articulate these things for yourself. Think about it and say, yo, what season me I go through right now? What Joseph season? It starts with Joseph season becoming of Joseph. And you reflect on that for 1 week. And there is reflection there, Bible verses, it's a study book for you. And there's also action in every one of them where you have to now face yourself. What is true about me from this Joseph story? And you get to write it down and you get to remember these things that are true about you to every situation where you face and say, you know what, this is true about me, you know. All right. It's time for me to let this go. What things I want to change in her life. And we go from Joseph to Esther, to the season of David, to the season of Ruth, to the season of Hannah, and I close with the season of Jesus. And then we go on to embrace goal mapping. And while you're doing this book, the fun part about it is you get to see it, because who don't like money? But money while you're having fun, remembering the great individual that you are, the purpose-driven person that you are. I don't know where you go through this morning, but whatever it is, you ain't going through it. You're going for it. And you're not doing it alone. Whether it's a diagnosis, whether it's a loss of somebody, whether it's a loss of something, whether it's a loss of a habit you thought you needed and now you feel empty without it. God, I prepare for something else you needed to drop that. And this morning you're probably rejoicing something you never know could have happened, and you ask God for it and you have it. Rejoice and have gratitude, and there's so much more for you to explore and have. Whatever you do, understand that life is a constant transformation. And while you're transforming, give gratitude. And don't forget the prayer. Wake up every morning with it. And if I have time, I think I'll go through this for those who won't have a copy. And make we study. And make we face ourselves. Yeah? And understand that the stories that we got in these great books, those are the cheat codes. Those are the blueprints to get through every single thing that is about to happen in your life, good and bad. Enjoy your day, all right?